This is the Great Salt Lake Desert in Utah, a landscape defined by thousands of square miles of hyper-arid, blindingly white, and featureless salt crust. To the naked eye, the terrain looks so empty that the U.S. Air Force uses it as an active weapons testing range, firing missiles into a desert that appears entirely devoid of life. However, when a rare rainstorm passes over these flats, the surface changes. Dark footprints suddenly materialize in the wet mud, marching across the salt. These impressions are temporary. As soon as the sun returns and the moisture evaporates, the prints vanish, leaving the white surface smooth and unbroken. These are ghost tracks, the 12,000-year-old footprints of ancient hunter-gatherers. Their presence suggests this seemingly dead landscape is hiding a much larger story beneath the salt. To see what else is buried here, researchers have to look past the visible surface and find information hidden in the very texture of the earth. Studying tracks that only appear for a few minutes under perfect moisture conditions is an impossible task for traditional archaeology. You cannot document what you cannot see. To solve this, scientists use ground-penetrating radar. Firing radio waves through the salt crust detects sediment variations hidden below. The radar revealed a massive, invisible trackway, 88 individual footprints, perfectly preserved in a grid-like array. The data shows a family group in motion. The prints belong to adults and children, including some as young as 5 years old. 12,000 years ago, in a lush wetland, people stepped into shallow mud. Sand rapidly filled their prints, and salt sealed them. Today, these sand-filled prints trap rainwater, soaking up moisture and darkening to reveal the ancient path before the sun bakes them dry. The arid nature of the salt flats is actually the reason these tracks survived. The desert is actively protecting prehistoric history inside a moisture-locked vault. The search for the deep past continues less than a mile away at a location known as the Wishbone Site. Archaeologists identified an ancient open-air fire pit here, marked by a small charcoal stain and a collection of scattered bird bones. When they sifted the hearth dirt, they found a discovery only a microscope could confirm: charred tobacco seeds dating back 12,300 years. This chart shows the established history of tobacco use in the Americas. These tiny seeds pushed the known timeline of human tobacco use back by 9,000 years. The Shoshone Nation describes this region as a lost oasis. This marshland provided the resources and medicinal plants early humans needed to thrive. Analyzing these microscopic traces allows us to reconstruct an entire vanished ecosystem and the cultural history of the people who inhabited it. The search for biological secrets moves from the ancient dry flats to the modern, hypersaline waters of the Great Salt Lake. Along the lake bed are microbialites, rock-like mounds built by microbes. They appear to be inert, dead stones, but they are covered in a thin biological film. Scientists scraped the slime from these rocks and used DNA analysis to identify the specific organisms living in one of the saltiest environments on Earth. Inside this slime, researchers discovered Diplolamelides wallabi, a microscopic roundworm or nematode that had never before been documented by science. This worm is a survival specialist, withstanding salt concentrations that would kill almost any other animal, and it maintains a population where less than 1% are male. Because these worms respond instantly to changes in water chemistry and salinity, they function as a real-time biological sensor. Their presence tracks the health of the microbial mats that form the foundation of the lake's food chain. Look again at the white salt flats. Every mile of this terrain is packed with information. The newly discovered nematode serves as a vital bioindicator. As water levels drop and salinity rises, the survival of this worm provides an early warning system for the lake's fragile future. The ghost footprints, the ancient seeds, and the modern extremophiles collectively prove that this desert is a dynamic archive of life. Extreme environments are the ultimate time capsules. They are waiting for the right technology or just a single drop of rain to reveal their invisible worlds.